All right, guys, another day, another dollar down the drain. But today's one of those exciting days because we're gonna do something that I know everybody wants to do. Is Kurt back there? See that dog? That's Curtis. Hi, Kurt. Oh, don't be scared of these people. They're not that bad. You guys shouldn't be so scary. Why do you make my dog run? Today, I think is the day we're gonna start cutting on this thing. So we're obviously in a little Tesla update. We're missing a front fender, we're missing a hood, which is in the garage, but we're not gonna use it. Have all this, we're missing some wiring. We need that wiring. If anybody's got a 2020 Tesla, I need your wiring. This fender's gonna come off, the doors are coming off, the roof's coming off, the trunk's coming off. So there's a lot to be done. And we've got to keep pretty much all the systems functional. Cruise control, I don't know, that's an if, a maybe, I'm hoping. Right now it doesn't work because I'm missing a camera where it had been in the accident. So because of that, I can't test to make sure I keep it working, which is my ideal way of doing this. So instead what I'm gonna do, just start hacking into this beast and hope I can go back and get the cameras to work. I'm not removing any wiring. All wiring will just be tucked into the new car, which sounds kind of lame, but with a car like this, you can't really cut anything out unless you know exactly where it is, what it is, where it's going, what signal it's sending, or you're gonna end up with all sorts of problems. I do have to get the taillights working, the headlights working, and be able to convert them over to more of a standard headlight and taillight arrangement for an older car, which would be interesting. I don't know how we're going to do all this. So those are going to be probably spot videos of handling those issues as we go. But right now I really want to get this thing kind of cut down to size and really see what we're working with. So I'm going to take it out on a little drive with Kurt around the neighborhood. Probably not even neighborhood, around the backyard. And then we'll pull her in the garage and see what we can unbolt today. In the car. Keep going. Keep going. Kurt's a bit of a nervous mess. It's kind of funny for a giant pit bull to be an absolute mess, man. This guy, look at him. I don't know where to sit. I don't know what to do. He drools everywhere. He's a bit crazy. Alright folks, Tesla's in the garage. Let the unbolting and the cutting begin. And I started the process here by removing the trunk lid and all the liners from the trunk. The trunk itself, I just unplugged all the connectors and removed the bolts and set the trunk to the side. The inside there, I removed the back seat as well, lower and upper sections, and then I started pulling door panels and windows. So what I decided to do was strip these down to just the door shell, which leaves me with the inner mechanisms for the lock, the door handle on the exterior, and all of the window components. And on the front here, it leaves me with the speakers as well. Now what that's going to do is it's actually going to make it so I can repurpose most of those things into the new car. Some of the things won't be used, but I'm going to try to use as much of it as I can. Obviously it'd be nice to have the windows all be power windows, and I think they'll work because they're cable controlled. Kurt's just hanging out there. He's a good boy. The door locks and the door handles, it would be kind of cool to use the exterior handle from a Tesla if I can on the new car. Kind of giving away the future look there, aren't I? Front fender just came off pretty easy. Windshield wipers actually weren't working, so that's one of the things I'm going to have to dig into on this car. Headliner's out of there. Now I'm removing the windshield camera, and I'm using an oscillating tool to do that so I didn't damage the windshield, because I was trying to salvage that windshield. Here I'm pulling out the side curtain airbags there. My brain works really well. and removing some of the wiring. And then here I'm going to remove the side window. It's just glued in place. I finally got the right tool for the job. It just wouldn't come out any other way. Yeah, the glue on this car is just so hard. It's crazy. Normally window glue in my life has always had a little bit of give to it, so you could cut it and manipulate it a little bit, but this thing was just fighting me every step of the way. So I created a little more work for myself by having to vacuum it out, but it gave me a little bit of tension release there to just blast that window out of the place. And now here's working on the front windshield. As you can see, I tried to use the cable saw to do it. Then I tried to use the oscillating tool. Then I tried the reciprocating saw with a putty knife kind of blade. None of that would break the seal. So what I ended up doing was grabbing my grinder, which is a regular diamond wheel on it, and I went ahead and just started cutting the crap out of that windshield. You can see I've got my respirator on. I've got the fans blowing out. I don't want to be breathing in that glass. But just cutting through it makes it so I can remove the windshield and then fight the little last bits that are on there with the reciprocating saw and the putty knife blade. So here I'm just getting the windshield out of the way, trying not to make too big of a mess, although you'll see in a minute here there's some glass powder everywhere. Always find the easiest way to deal with the windshield is just smack the crap out of it and break yourself a nice line there. And now look, it folds easily. Do that a couple more times, and then I'm just going to chuck that guy into the trash bin, and I'll send it out on Wednesday, trash day. And here you can actually see me coming in with that reciprocating saw, but it's essentially, it really does have a putty knife I just cut down to work in there so that I could slide it in and kind of cut away at that glue, and that allowed me to pull the little ribbon of glass that was on the edges out. Okay, that did not, I mean, it went I guess how I expected it to go. It didn't go how I hoped it would go. I hoped that the wire saw would cut it out really easy, but that thing just broke. So, windows off, which is pretty awesome. Obviously everything is just covered in glass powder, but that's not that bad. That's just a quick wipe up, a quick drive around. It'll blow away, no worries. Next is gonna be cut, and a funky cut. I guess not next, because next I still have to take off this wiring, this seat belt assembly, and drop that down, and then the roof will get cut off. Trying to save these two panels, so I did my best to not touch this one, and I don't think I did. I don't think I fractured it, but if I did, I did. But I mean, I'm just gonna go trade them or give them to a Tesla salvage guy, and maybe they'll get a few bucks for them, but to me it's too hard to cut them out and try and save them, so why bother? All right, that was fun, huh? That was fun. Hey folks, another day down the drain. But here we are, working on the Tesla again. For you guys, I know this is Act 6, but for me it's day 4. I don't know what. And for Kurt, who knows? It's all the same. Anyway, yesterday when I was working on this, I got it pretty darn far. Front fender's off, driver's door's off, passenger door's off, windows broken out. Trunk is removed. Whoop. And then same story for this side. Passenger door off, driver's door off. Front windshield out, which includes the camera and rearview mirror assembly. It does some other stuff too. I think it's the GPS antenna. So my hope is it is, then that way it'll go back in. Otherwise, the GPS antenna is one of the other things in the rear window that unfortunately I'm not going to be able to use those antennas. I might have to come up with an external antenna because it looks like the radio antenna and maybe some other stuff is in that rear window and something was in the front window. Who knows? We'll figure that stuff out as we go back together. But right now, the most amazing thing is, even like it is, it fires up. So we're gonna go take it for a spin in the backyard, and then that roof is out of here. So I'm gonna do that now, and you're gonna come along. Let's go. That's probably more fun than it should have been. All right, I'm pulling it back in. Let's make a convertible out of it. Okay, here's the plan. I'm gonna cut through this pillar to this. Underneath, I'm gonna have to cut along here and then probably like back out to there. So there'll be kind of cross cut there. And then across. And then same thing. Through here, down to in here. I know what I'm doing. You don't have to worry about me. I know what I'm doing. I have a plan and everything. Well, that was quite the battle, wasn't it? Those posts are unbelievably like, I don't know, maybe heat treated or something, because they ate my blades alive. I'm using just regular cheap DeWalt blades, but they're not garbage. But man, that one post cost me 4 blades or something, and then some old blades. But I don't know. What do you think, people? Convertible? It's kind of slick. I don't hate it. So, what do you think? Yeah, I mean, I know we shouldn't take it for a drive, but I also feel like we kind of have to take it for a drive. It might bend in half and become just like a taco, but then we'll have a taco Tesla. I don't think that's what's going to happen. Let's go take it for a slow drive as a convertible. I know Kurt wants it. You saw my plan there didn't work with the engine hoist? Yeah, the Tesla's just too low. It won't go under it anywhere. So, Big Jim again to the rescue. If anybody ever asks you, you need a Big Jim, okay? You could have a little Jim, but it just doesn't do as much. You need a Big Jim. All right, let's go for a ride. What's funny is, aside from it thinking that the front trunk, the frunk is open, it doesn't think any of the doors or the trunk are open. It just has them all as closed, which is great. I mean, great, because if I don't want to wire any of that in, I don't have to. But it's pretty good. And it uses my seat sensor, where it can tell my weight is in the car and out of the car, to put the car in park and into drive. So that's also an awesome, well, not into drive, but puts it in park and also like wakes it up when I get in. Anyway, let's go for a ride here. I mean, it's totally gonna work. There's no question in my mind. That's perfect. It's gonna work. I know, buddy. You, buddy.
Hey, Curtis. Good boy.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun. We took it out, ran up and down the road a few times, talked to one of the neighbors who was like, what in the heck are you doing? I offered to do it to his Model Y. He wouldn't take my services. But, you know, we're 1/1000th of the way there, so it runs, it drives, it's a fun car. Actually, as a convertible, it's fun. Anybody who's got a Model 3 you want to chop the roof off of, give me a call.